ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थे सुभिज्यन्स्वराट् तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आविश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 25, verse number 3. So this is chapter where there is a description of Krishna giving protection to Brajvasis from the onslaught of Indra, where he ordered the clouds to go and destroy Vraja. So we read about these clouds which are called Samvartaka, and he said that you should come here in the Braj. So this is Indra is speaking this. He says, Aho Śrīmad-Mahatmyam Gopanam Kananauksam Krishnam Martyam Upashritya Ye Chakru Devhelnam. I think we did this. Number 3. So Yatha Dridhai Karmamai Kratubhir Nam Naunibhai Vidyam Anvikshikim Hitva Titirşanti Bhavarnavam Vachalam Balisham Stabdham Ajyam Panditam Maninam Krishnam Martyam Upashritya Gopa Me Chakrur Apriyam. So he says, just like he is giving an example because he said that these people, they have taken shelter of Krishna, who is just a mortal being, Martya, Krishna Martyam Pashritya, and therefore they are acting in this offensive manner. So he is giving an example, just like ignorant people, they take the boat of karma, which means doing yagyas. So kratubhir nama naur nibhai. Now means boat. So which is naur nibha means which is like a boat. So they think that by doing karma, various these activities of dharma, etc., yagya, they will cross over this material world. So how is that possible? So vidyam anvikshikim hitva titirshanti bhavarnavam. So they wish to cross over titirshanti, this ocean of the material world, bhavarnavam. How? By giving up anvikshiki vidya, means spiritual knowledge. Anvikshiki is also used for nyaya, means anuvikshnam, where you do self-introspection, understand the distinction between body and self. So they have given up this boat and they are just performing karma and they think that they will cross over. So it's amazing that Indra is saying this and at the same time he wants them to do Indriyagya. So he must be really angry, not knowing what he's saying. Because how is that is anvikshiki? How is that doing Indriyag, the sacrifice for Indra, is actually spiritual science? Because he's saying that they are what have they given up is Indriyagya. Right? And then they are saying they are doing karma. They are not doing any karma, they are doing puja of Govardhan. Where is this karma coming here? So yatha dridhai karmamai. So he says this is a boat of karma, made of karma. It's not very strong. It's like you take a paper boat, float in the river and then think if I'll jump in I can cross the river. So that's not a dridha, that's not strong enough to carry you. It will drown. Boat will drown and you will go along with it. So they say that this vachalam balisham stabdham ajyam panditam pandit maninam krishnam. So these are all adjectives of Krishna he is giving. He says he is a vachal. Vachal means garrulous, talkative, talks too much unnecessarily. You know, some people are like that. They come to you, they non-stop talk. You don't have to say one word. They can go on talking. As long as you are sitting in front of them, they will not stop. So that is called vachal. There is another word which is called vagmi. So vagmi is also means who is good in speaking but who makes sense. Vachal means who does some bakwasin. So that is called vachal. You know that sloka we have mukam karoti vachalam. Means grace of Guru can make somebody who is dumb, cannot speak, with speech impaired, he can become talkative. So he says this Krishna is just a vachal, whatever he was saying it doesn't make any sense. Although Krishna gave much logic, Krishna was using anviksiki vidya. That's what nyaya is. And his balisham. Balisham means foolish. Bala means child and balisham means like childish. He's a very foolish person. And stabdham, and is very impudent. So very proud. At the same time, he is ajyam, ignorant. So ignorance and pride can go very well. They make a good combination. Because to be humble you have to have some knowledge. But he is Pandit Maninam. But he thinks he is a learned person. So that is a dangerous situation when someone thinks that he or she is learned, scholarly, but is ignorant. If you are ignorant and you know that you are ignorant, you are safe. But if you are ignorant and you don't know that you are ignorant, that's dangerous. It's danger for yourself, danger for others. And what is his name? His name is Krishna, and he is Martyam. Again he uses the word mortal because he thinks he is Amara himself. He is comparing himself that he is Deva, he is divine, and Krishna is just a earthly being. So Upashritya Gopa me chakrur apriyam. So they, having taken shelter of Krishna and listening to him, they have done displeasing act to me. So they have not done anything displeasing. What is that they did to displease him? Did they do something? No. They did not do something to please him. But that he is taking as act of displeasure. This is how pride works. Because pride is very sensitive. It's like if sometimes you get bruised, your skin is bruised, the skin comes out, if you burn it, then it's very sensitive. Even the wind is blowing, it will hurt you. So pride is that like that, it has no skin. It has a very tender skin. Means the top covering of skin is not there, so it's very, what you call, vulnerable. You can attack it, gets hurt very quickly. So that's what is happening to his pride. But he is now thinking that Krishna is like that. So adridhai asamarthai. The word yatha adridhai means asamarth, incapable. Karmamai keval karma prachurahi. So this boat, or this looks like a boat, it's actually not a boat. So this is simply karmakanda activities which are prescribed in the Vedas. And they are all triguna, tragunya vishya veda. Yamimam puspitam vacham pravadanti hamanishana. So that is karma prachura. Ateva namna eva nau tulye na tu vastuta. So therefore it is only boat in the name, but not in reality. It looks like a boat. It's like you can make an illusion by light 3D and it looks like there is some garden or people walking, but there is nothing, it's just light. If you put your hand there, you will not feel anything. You are not going to touch some object. So he says this karmamaya nonibhai is like that. Now tulya. But in not truth. So anvikshikim atma anusandhan rupam. So they have given up anvikshiki vidya, which is to investigate about true self. And therefore they think that they will cross over. Vastutascha karmamai kratubhi saha anvikshikim hitva avajya tyaktva krishnam asritya vaishnava yatha bhavarnavam titiršanti Krishna ashraya matraneva bhavarnavasya govatspadatve jate tat taranartha prayatna anauchityat. So he is now giving another meaning to this. Because he is applying Krishnam upashritya with bhavarnavam titiršanti. That these people have given up the boat of karma as well as of anvikshiki. Because you can also apply like that. So anvikshikim hitva and kratubhir nam nobhair karmai yatha dridhai. So he says that they have given up this also. Why is that? Because they have taken shelter of Krishna. So if you take shelter of Krishna, then you don't need any boat, because Krishna's feet, they are not like the boat. They have another quality. They turn the ocean into Vatspadam. Samashritaye padpallavam plavam mahatpadam punya shomarare. Bhavam buddhi vatspadam param padam 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 yat vipadam natesham. So if you take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, which can be seen as a boat, and which are mahatpada, which are great. So what is that? Punya yasho murare. That Murari who has pious fame. So then the ocean, you don't need to cross, the ocean turns into Vatspadam, like the water in a hoof print of a cow. Cows walk and they make little depression on the ground if it is soft, and you put water in that. So you don't need a boat to cross that. So that's what it means, Bhavam Buddhi Vatspadam. So that's what he says, that Go Vatspadatve Jate. That this Bhavarna becomes like Go Vatspada. Not even Gopada. It's not even the hoof print of a cow, but of a calf. Means even smaller than that. Cow may be little big, but what size means small calf. So how much water will come in that? So therefore they don't need to make any effort. Tat taranartha prayatna anochityat. They have no need to make any effort to cross it. Tesham titirsha matram iti vachalam Mīmānsa Sankhya Anabhimat Viruddha Bahu Bhāshinam. So he says that this, to say that they desire to cross the ocean, this is vachal. This is unnecessary talk. Tirshanti, he is making vachalam as and making an anvay with that. So such people, Mīmānsa, Sankhya, Anabhimat, Viruddha Bahubhashinam. So this person will talk against Mīmānsa, Nyaya, all that. Sankhya. Balisham Murkham. So Balisham means Murkha, Anadhita Tattat Shastratvat. So because they are balis, because they don't study this Shastra, there is no need for them. Stabdham Sapituragrepi Ati Dharshtyat Durvinitam. And he is calling him as proud because he is speaking even in front of his father. Because Krishna was arguing with Nanda Maharaj, why you want to do this, what is the benefit, these devatas, we have never seen anybody like that. So this is being very impudent. And he is agyam, ignorant, nitya gaucharanat kimapi ajanantam. And they all the time they are just going to the forest and they are with animals. So if you live with animals, will you become scholar? If you want to become a scholar, you have to live with scholars. You have to associate with scholars. If you live with animals, you will be just having animalistic tendencies. So therefore he is ignorant. Because that's all he is doing. From his childhood he just went after the cows. He has not done anything more than that. Atsha Panditam Manyam, and then he thinks he is learned. Martam Manusham Ashritya Me Devasya Priyam Chakru. And he is immortal, but because of him they have offended me. So this is what Indra is saying. So he says Vastu Artha to So the real meaning he gives another one. He says, Vachaya Saraswatya Alankrito. So Vachal, you can break it into Vach. Vach means speech. Alam means Alankar. Alankar means ornament. So Vachalam means one who is ornamented with good speech. That is Vachal. Not who is just talking incoherently. And Balisho Murkho api yasmat tam vacha shabda sabda stabantoyam. Okay, so now he is saying that balis means foolish. So he is saying that balisho api vachalam bhavati. That even foolish person becomes expert in talking by his grace. That is Krishna. They have taken shelter of Krishna, by whose grace even foolish person becomes learned, good speaker. So he says this vacha is taking as tabanta, vacha. And stabdham vandyasya anyasya bhavad anambram. And why is he called stabdha, impudent? He says because there is nobody above him. There is no one who is equal or more than Krishna. So therefore he doesn't have to bow down to anybody. So stabdha means like you stand straight. That's what it really means. Stabdha is also used when you become astonished. So when you become astonished, then you become like stern. So he says, yeah, he is like that because to whom he has to bow down. There is nobody who is above him. Nasti gyo yasmattam, and he is agya because there is nobody who is more knowledgeable than him. So pandita kartriko manam adro vartate yasyatam. And pandit mani means who is given respect by panditas. So pandit mani generally means one who thinks he is a pandit, learned. He is saying that it means one who is given mana or honor, respect by learned people. So they have taken shelter of such a Krishna. Esham sriyav liptanam Krishne nadmhapitatmanam dhunutesh. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting. I just had a question on this previous verse.
Okay.
So the question is that I was wondering if Indra, because of his pride, he could not see the greatness of Krishna, or because he could not see the greatness of Krishna, he became proud.
So he could not see the greatness of Krishna, therefore he became proud. But why he could not see the greatness of Krishna? Because he was proud. Because Krishna says, Bhaktya mam avijanati yavani yasyasmita tattvata. That only by devotion, by love, which means also by humility, you can see me. So if you could not see him, means he was already proud. Okay. So esham shriyav liptanam. Otherwise he must have also heard that Krishna has killed Putana, he has killed Aghasura, Bakasura, all these. So he should know that he is not an ordinary person. Esham sriyav liptanam Krishnenadmha pitatmanam dhunuta Śrīmad-Bhāgavata pashunata sankshayam. So this is his order to the clouds. He says that these people, they have become ablipta, means very haughty, very proud, impudent because of their wealth. the cows are giving good milk, their business is going well, so they have become proud. And then their pride has been also augmented by Krishna. On top of that, Krishna Adma Pitatmanam. So now you go and Dhunuta Śrīmad-Bhāgavata. You go and destroy it, shake it, their pride, their impudency, and also destroy the animals. Pashun Nayata Sankshayam. So what is the flaw of the animals? What poor animals have to do? Why they should be destroyed. So this is how, when you want to take revenge out of anger, you do that. So if you want to take revenge from Krishna, and in the process animals also have to suffer. So avliptanam mattanam. Avlipta, he says, means who are intoxicated by their pride. Yata krishnena dhamapita satejeski krita. Why? Because Krishna has sharpened or magnified their mind, atmano manoyesham, their pride. Yastu artha, vastavarthaschu chai, the true meaning is always giving another meaning. So Shriya Chandan Charchaya eva avliptanam. So Shri is also name for sandalwood. And avlipta also means to put sandalwood paste or just put anything on your body, that is called avlepana. So therefore Shriya avliptanam means that they are nicely decorated with sandalwood. So avliptanam. And Shriman yes khalu astambha jadya bhava tam dhunukta. So then what is happening is that because of that they have become jadya. So you have to remove that. Because sandalwood is supposed to make you cool. But if your limbs become too cool, then they don't move. So therefore he says dhunuta, dhunu, dhue kampane dhatu. So he says you go and shake them. So remove their cold so that they can move. So tam dhunuta, duri karte, remove it. So bring some heat, jadya bhava, means remove the inertness. So Shriman ya khalu astambha jadya bhava tam dhunuta. Tene tatha varshaya yatha tesham sita janita stambha ashna nivartako bhavet. Iti artha. So he says that you should rain in such a way that their stambha, their inertness which has come because of cold, he says Sita Jani Stambha. Okay, it's actually another meaning. So he is saying that Śrīmada Stambham. He is taking this Śrīmada Astambham. So what he is saying is that Esham Śriyavliptanam, because they have put sandalwood, so they are feeling hot. And now you go and rain, and so that they can make movement. Because when you are hot, then also you become inactive. So it says, Ashna nivartako bhavet. Tatha pashun dhunuta sitena kampayata. And also make the animals like what you call, tremble due to cold, because they are also feeling hot, shivering. Tatascha Krishnena Govardhane Udhrite Sati Sankshayam Samyak Nivasam Tattalam Nayate. This Sankshayam is another interesting. You have to know dhatu very well. So there is a dhatu kshi. Kshi, from kshi comes kshaya, which means loss. But this dhatu kshi also has another meaning, which means residence. Kshi, kshaye nivasecha. So sanksham means good residence. So he says that you make these animals feel cold so that they will get a nice residence under the Govardhan. Ati sukhada Govardhana tala nivasam pratinayata, so that they don't feel heat. Yuyam karni bhava ityartha. That's how he's giving the meaning. So now if the clouds say that, how can we do this? You are asking us to go there and get into this. We may be in trouble if we go there. So he says, don't worry, I am also coming behind. But I am coming behind, first you go. So then we will see. So therefore he says, aham cha airavatam nagam aruhi anu vraje vrajam marud ganair mahavegair nanda goshtha jighansaya. So I am also coming on my Airavat elephant, climbing on that, following you to Vraja. And you go along with the Marud Gana. There are 47 types of airs, 47 Marutas. Because Indra, he cut the Marut into 7 and then each one into 7. It became 49. And then they all started crying. So Indra said, don't cry. Ma Ruta. Ma means don't, Ruta means cry. That's why they're called Maruta. Maruta means wind. So he says, Marud Ganair Mahavegair Nanda Goshtha Jighansaya. So he says, take this wind god also with you, and with the intention to destroy the Vraja. And these wind Marudganas are very swift in moving. So Bibhyata Stan Pratiyaha Aham Cha Nuvrajami. So when they started fearing, how can we go and do this to Vrajavasis? First of all, these Samvartaka clouds are used only at the time of dissolution. So this is not the time for them to go. Otherwise they remain closed all this time. They sleep. Only when it is time for dissolution, then they come and reign for 100 years. And everything becomes water. The earth becomes submerged in water completely. Everybody dies. And after that winds blow. First 100 years fire, then rain, then wind. So now he's sending the rain and the wind together. So jighansaya jigimishaya iti vastu iti artha. So jighansaya means, jighamsaya has again two meanings, because han dhatu also has hinsa and gati. So jighamsaya can means with the will to destroy them, or with the will to come. There I will come with my Airavata. So it's good to know the dhatu meaning, how they have sometimes double meaning, and can get a totally different meaning. So Sri Sukha Uvacha. So Sukadeva Goswami said, Itham Bhāgavata Gyapta Megha Nirmukta Bandhanaha Nanda Gokulam Asarei Pidya Masurojasa. So when the clouds were ordained like this by Indra, so what did they do? They were released. Nirmukta Bandhana. Not only he ordered them, he released them. Otherwise they are kept under control. So they came to Nanda Gokula, Gokula of Nanda Maharaj, and then started raining like anything. So this is called Asara. Asara means Dhara Sampat, like a big pipe of water. Not small drops of water coming, but as if so many pipes of water are falling down continuously, so much water. So in this way they troubled very intensely to the whole Gokula. So iti nirmukta bandhana iti ye khalu ekarnavi karana patavaha pralaya kale eva nirmuchyante tepi megha kopena lupta vivekatvad aparinami darshine darshina indrena mochita. So nirmukta bandhana means that they were made free from their bondage or release, they were released. So these clouds, they remain tied till the time of pralaya or dissolution time, pralaya kale, and they are released only at that time, and they make all the oceans as one. Everything gets combined. So in between the land is there, it gets also just water all around. So that is Ekarna Vikarna Patava. They are very good at that. So Indra, because of anger, he lost this awareness that he should not do this now. So Lupta Vivekatvad Aparinami Darsana. And thus he did not see the outcome of it. When you are angry, then you don't see what is the outcome of this anger. You can break your own objects. Like sometimes people, when they are angry, they take their own computer and hit it, or they take their mobile phone and throw it. Right? One day, one person got angry and then he broke his own scooter with a brick. So this is how you lose your viveka, your faculty of discernment. So therefore he did this. He released the clouds, which this should not be done now. So vidyotamana vidyudbhi stanantah stanyutnubhi tivrair marudganair nunna babrishur jal sharkara. So these clouds, they came and they were shining, there was lightning. So very heavy lightning was going on. Sometimes lightning you see a small one and sometimes a big one. You can see the streak, and then it can strike and burn a tree. Or if it comes on a building, then smashes that. Because such a heavy current which comes. So stananta stanyutnubhi. And then there was stanyutnu means the thunder. So there was thundering of the clouds, heavy, stana. And tivrai marut ganainna mabrishu. So they were being carried by the very heavy wind. Wind was blowing and clouds were moving. So there was a heavy rain and also hailstorm came, sharkara. Sharkara means stone. Stone here is hailstorm. So therefore, so not only water, but hails were coming. So stanyutnu bhi, ashni bhi. So stanyutnu means the thundering, thunder. Stananta garjanta, while making resounding sound. Marudganai saha avaha prabahade. So these Marudgana, these are the names, Avaha, Prabaha, Nivaha. They have all these names. Nunna Chalita, being moved by this wind. Jala Sarkara, Jala Upalan. Upala means stone. But these are not stone, these are water stone. So water stone means the hail. That's what called Jalopala or Sharkara, Jal Sharkara. Otherwise Sharkara means pebbles or stone pieces. So that was raining. It's not only the water but also the hails were coming and smashing everything. Sthuna, Sthula, Varshadhara, Munchansu, Abhreshwabhikshnasaha, Jaloghe Plave Amana, Bhurna Drishyat Natonnatam. So there was a heavy rain. Sthuna means thick like a pillar. Sthanurva, Purushava. Remember that? Is it a man or is it a stem of a tree? So that thick water was falling down. Sthuna, Sthula, Varshadhara, the stream of rain. Munchatsu, while they were releasing it, Abhreshu, the clouds, Abhikshana, continuously non-stop, so much water. Jaloghai, so there was a flow of water. Plavemana, it drowned everything so much that you could not see the land. So if you have ever seen flood, maybe you have not seen. When the flood comes, all you see is water, water, water for miles and miles. And you don't know where is the road, where is the land, where is high, where is low. Nothing. Because water becomes one level. So Nato Unnatam. Otherwise in the land you see somewhere it is up, somewhere down. When water is there, it's same level. So that's what happened. All around just water and water and water. Atyasarite vatena pashvo jata vepanaha gopa gopyasya shitartha govindam sharanam yayu. So because there was so much rain continuously and heavy wind was blowing, so all the animals, they started shivering out of cold. Because if it is start raining like this, then temperature goes down, and if wind is coming, then it makes it even more cold. So he says that all the animals, cowherd boys and the ladies, Sitartha, they were all troubled by the cold. Suddenly it became very cold, and therefore they all went to Krishna and took shelter of him. So Sthuna Stambhepi Veshmana iti Amra. So Sthuna also means Stambha or pillar, according to Amarkos. So Sthunavat Sthula, so the water was falling like a pillar from the sky. Abhreshu Varshatshu, so when the clouds were raining like that, Plavayamana Bhura Bhut, the earth became completely submerged. So much so that Tatascha Nato Natam Sthalam Nadrishyata. Then you could not see high or low land, everything just became one level. So it's a very terrible situation. So you can see at the time of dissolution, that's what happens. So Shiraha Sutanscha Kayena Prachhadyasar Piditaha Vepamana Bhāgavata Padamulam Upayayuh. So they were having the ladies were having the young children, so they were covering their head with their own body, because so much water is coming, it's hitting you. Falls with such a force. Sometimes when heavy rain is coming and it hits you. So that's what was happening. So they covered their children with their body, and they were being troubled by this heavy flow of water, Ashar Pidita, Vepamana, while shivering, Bhagavata Padamulam Apaye. So they came and took shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna. So Siransi cha Sutaha, Suta Vatsanscha Tan Kayane Vachadya. So cows are also trying to protect their calves, and the women also. So they all went to Krishna and they spoke, Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvannatham Gokulam Prabho Tratum Marhasi Devan Kupitad Bhakta Vatsalaha. So they said, O Krishna, O greatly fortunate one, you are the Lord of Gokula. So please protect us, Tratum Marhasi, from Devat, from Indra, because he has become angry at us. So they understood why this much rain is coming, because it is unusual. So already Kartik time, means October. So that is not a time of rain here in Braj. It rains in July, August, maximum September. But October rains stop completely. So they understood that this is because of Indra's anger. So they said, you are Bhakta Vatsala, you are very affectionate to your devotees, so please give us protection. So Anena Sarva Durgani Yuyam Anja Tirashyatha Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Iti Gargoktim Anusmritya. So they remembered Gargacharya's prediction. Every time problem comes, they remember him. So Gargacharya said that with the help of this boy, you will cross over all the troubles easily. Anja. Anja means without any difficulty. So remembering this statement of Garga, and also he said that he has qualities like Narayana. Narayana Samoguni. So etadrish Mahavipattau Sri Narayana eva Krishnam Avishya Asman Rakshati iti Vishwasta. So the cowherd people, they had this faith, this Shraddha, that Narayana, because they think Narayana is God, so entering into Krishna, he will give us protection. Because they don't think that Krishna is Bhagavan. They think Narayana is Bhagavan, but sometimes he comes into Krishna to give protection. So therefore they begged him for protection. So Shila Varshati Vatena Hanyamanam Chetanam Niriksha Bhagavan Mene Kupitendriya Kritam Harihi. So he saw that all these Brajvasis, they were being troubled by the hailstorm, by the rain, by heavy wind, and they practically had fainted, a chetanam. So he also understood that this is because Indra has become angry, and thus he will do something to protect. So Kupitena Indrena Kritam Tad Varsham Vidyapnat Purvam Eva Meni. So although the Brajvasis also informed him that this is the act of Indra who is angry, but he also already understood this himself. Bhagavan Nitya Parshada Namapi Tat Tat Kashtam Lila Shaktya Eva. So now a question can be asked that these are all eternal associates of Krishna. So how is that they are being troubled like this by Indra? How is that Indra has the power to trouble the devotees of Krishna like this? So he says that this is not really because Indra has the power, but it is because of Lila Shakti of Krishna. So Lila Shaktya eva Premananda Rasasya Utkarshana Ashvadanartham Upasthapitam. So Lila Shakti of Krishna wants the Brajvasis to taste the rasa, the superior or heightened value of bliss of their prema. Because if life is simply going normal, then it becomes just like every day. So some variety comes, then more fun. There is fun anyway in their life. They are always enjoying Krishna. When Krishna is there, there is Ananda. But to bring more Ananda, therefore it says Premananda Rasasya Utkarshana Aswadan Artha. To make these Brajvasis relish even a higher level of Ananda than what they are relishing. This was arranged by Leela Shakti. So Lobhavatam Bubhukshunam Kshutkashtamiva Sukhordakatvat Sukhatmakam eva iti game. So he said, just like somebody who is hungry and who wants to eat food, so if you delay to give him food, then his hunger will become even more intense. And then he will relish the food more. So the outcome will be more relish. So like that, this trouble is just created like that. And ultimately they don't suffer like ordinary people. Although it externally appears like that. So Arpatur Atiulbanam Varsham Ativatam Shilamayam Swayage Vihite Asma Bhirindro Nashaya Varshati. So he says that this is Indra who is bringing this rain for our destruction, because he has seen that his yaga has been destroyed. Swayage vihate asmabhir. That we have not performed yaga for him. So therefore he has become angry at us. And thus he has sent this heavy rain, wind, and also the hail, Sulame. So you should know. So Kupitena Indrena, Kupita Indra Kritam, Matva, Swagatam Uvacha, Arpatu iti Panchakam. So understanding that it is Indra who has become angry, and therefore he is now speaking what he was thinking in his mind, he is openly saying it. So in 5 slokas, Bhagavan evaityaha apagata ritur yasya tadvarsham. So apartu here means apa ritu, because this rain is out of season. It is not rainy season that so much rain has to come. So therefore it says this rain is unseasonal, and therefore we can understand that this is sent by Indra who got upset. So Silamayam, Sila Prachuram, and so much hail is coming from that. Tatra Pratividhim Samyag Atmayogena Sadhaye Loke Shamaninam Madhyad Hanishye Śrīmadam Tama. So now Krishna is also bringing out his identity, his Aishwarya. So he says, I will counteract it. Tatra Pratividhim Samyag. By my Atma Yoga, by my internal power, I will counteract it. Because this fellow has become too much proud. Śrīmadam Tamaha Hanishya, therefore I will destroy his pride. He thinks that he is the Lord of all the 3 worlds. He is just in charge of the Devas or Swarga. So it is not that he is master of everything, but he thinks like that. So I will now teach him a lesson. So Pratividhim Pratikaram. Pratividhi here means pratikar, means counteract, or I will quell it, I will find a solution to it. Atmano yogena yogamaya. So Atma yoga here means Atmaya, his own internal potency. So Bhavami Atmamaya. And Lokesh Maninam Srimad Lakshanam Tamo Harishyami. So this Indra has fallen into some ignorance, thinking that he is the master of all the worlds, and I will remove that ignorance. So Bahuvachanam Varunadinapi Abhipreta. So here he is using plural, Lokesha Maninam. So he should have said Lokesha Manina, singular, because Indra is only one. Why is he using plural? So he says there are some other who are also in line to be fixed. So I'm just informing that also. Because after that we'll have the story of Varuna, who kidnapped Nanda Maharaj. And then Krishna will go there. So he is also included in that. So that's what he said. So he is giving them solace so that they don't remain in fear. And I will stop here if there is any question to ask.
I have a question to, I think it was on Friday when you spoke on Giriraj worship. So when worshipping Giriraj, where or what about Radha?
Then you have to make seat for her, make one Gunjamala. You been to Radharaman temple?
Radharaman, yes.
So have you seen Radha there?
Not Radha, but yes, there was something on the side.
So that's something you can also do.
Okay.
Anything else? Something is there, something in something which you cannot describe. Right? That's why it is called something.
I had also a question about Govardhan Lila, about the bhava of Yashodama and Nanda Maharaj when Krishna is appearing in Govardhan. Does
Krishna
is appearing, if I understood correctly, we can see Krishna everywhere, basically. So
not everywhere. He was only you will see him only in one place.
But as Govardhan, and he wants food, and he asks for food, and he received all the food and he eats. But as far as the bhava is concerned, isn't it so stunning for them to see Krishna like this? Does it mean that the Aishvarya Shakti is taking over the Madhurya Shakti for them?
No, but they are not thinking this is Krishna. That Aishwarya will, if they know that this is Krishna, then their Aishwarya Bhav will come. They are thinking he is some Devata, just like if they worship Indra. When they are worshipping Indra, they have Aishwarya Bhav for Indra. The Aishwarya Bhav is not for Krishna.
Okay.
It's only for Govardhan.
Okay, so they don't associate Govardhan with
How can
Krishna.
they? He is saying this is our Devata, we should worship him. He is worshipping himself. How will they associate that this is Krishna?
Okay, I was just figuring out that.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, I have a question. If I understood well, not only rain comes, but also hailstone.
Yeah. Okay.